Laura Hoy for Benzinga, and here's a look at what you can expect from the markets today, Monday, September 23rd. Angela Merkel and her Conservative Party won German elections this weekend. However, she won't have an absolute majority in Germany's lower house of parliament. Her Christian Democratic Union fell short, which leaves Merkel to find a new left-leaning partner. Greek officials met with representatives from the European Central Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the European Union this weekend to discuss the country's upcoming installment of bailout funds. The meetings also covered Greece's looming financing gap, which many believe will come to the forefront once the German government has been decided. This week could be a chaotic one in Washington as Republicans and Democrats argue over whether or not to raise the country's debt ceiling. At the heart of the issue is the Republican war on Obamacare, which both Obama and the Democratic Senate have claimed they will not postpone. The government squabble could end in a shutdown on October 1st if the issue is not resolved. General Electric's power turbine business received a boost when it signed a $1.9 billion deal with Algeria to provide turbines for 6 power plants. Conflict in Italian politics flared up over the weekend after an Italian economic minister claimed that he would resign if EU spending limits were overlooked in favor of tax cuts. His departure from the already fragile Italian government could have disastrous results on the country's stability. Asian markets were mixed on Monday. China's upbeat PMI gave Chinese markets a boost. The Shanghai Composite was up 1.33%, and the Shenzhen Composite was up 2.09%. Australia's ASX 200 lost 0.46%, and Indonesia's JSX Composite was down by 1.10%. European markets were down across the board. The UK's FTSE was down by 0.29%, and the Eurozone Stoxx 600 was down by 0.15%. The Spanish IBEX lost 0.33%, and the German DAX was down by 0.17%. Brent futures for November delivery were down by 0.24%, and WTI futures were down by 0.20%. Gold lost 0.33%, and silver was down by 0.74%. Industrial metals were also down across the board. Copper lost 0.93%, and aluminum was down 1.59%. In currency markets, the euro continued to trade above $1.35, and the pound gained 0.25% against the dollar. The yen also gained against the dollar, up 0.38%, and the Australian dollar gained 0.30% against the greenback. In pre-market trade, Perrigo gained 0.54% as investors kept an eye on the company's acquisition deal with Elan Corporation. FedEx gained 0.28% in pre-market trade after its better-than-expected earnings report helped the company's shares gain nearly 9% last week. Nike lost 0.10% as investors anxiously awaited its earnings report due out on Thursday. PMI data will dominate Monday's economic calendar, with releases expected from China, the US, the Eurozone, Germany, and France. And that's it for Monday's Market Primer. I'm Laura Hoy for Benzinga, wishing all of you a profitable start to your week.